What's up,
I'm good.
guys? A little bit of an emergency podcast here. Matty Yell and I actually just finished up filming New York Knicks, our first episode of that. Some breaking news and some unfortunate news for us three as Giants fans. Eli Manning was denied into the Hall of Fame. Some pretty crazy stuff. A lot of discussion as to whether or not he should be in or not. I think most people kind of had the narrative that his all-time accomplishments, I mean, he's got 57,000 passing yards, 366 touchdowns. Those are both 11th all time. Obviously, the two heroic Super Bowls and Super Bowl MVPs. He doesn't get in. He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Jesse, I'll hand the mic over to you. I think you probably are
Yeah,
most passionate about this.
yeah. I mean, I'm super biased, I guess, about this whole thing. Like, grew up like Eli Manning was my hero. Like, played quarterback in high school. Like, I feel like I modeled like a lot of like myself, like based on him. I think not only was he an amazing player, but he was a great person. Won Walter Payton Man of the Year in 2016. I think this is a complete snub. Super upset. Hurt as a Giants fan. I don't know why this keeps happening to us. Like as Giants fans, just like it's like it feels like just loss after loss after loss, and just like I mean,
Yeah.
at this rate, like Barkley's going to be like win Super Bowl MVP on Sunday. This is just brutal. I think the people who got in were less deserving. I mean, like Sterling Sharp, Jared Allen, Eric Allen, Antonio Gates combined for zero Super Bowl wins. In my opinion, I think Super Bowl wins is what matters to winning championships. Eli Manning won two, not only won two Super Bowl MVPs, which is something that only four other people have done besides him. I think it's a testament to how clutch and how legendary of a player he is. And if something like that doesn't get you into the Hall of Fame, I'm not really sure what does.
Yeah, I mean a lot of criticism. He never won an MVP, which I think is could be used against him, but taking down the GOAT in Tom Brady in two Super Bowls, one to ruin the Patriots' perfect season. I think both years, kind of the Giants were kind of that sleeper team just sneaking in, but it's just heartbreaking. I mean, this is like one of the only saving graces the Giants have in the past 20 to 30 years is having Eli Manning taking down Tom Brady. So, what do you got, Matt?
Well, I think it's an absolute joke, personally. Like, how many guys can say that they've beaten Tom Brady in the Super Bowl? Two. Eli Manning and Big Nick. Like, what the like, actually, Eli of all people deserves this shit. Like, Iron Man, like, I forget the stat off the top of my head, but he has like the most consecutive games played like by a quarterback ever, I think. Right?
Second
That's
most,
the
second
thing.
most.
All right, second most.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think is like his he's the definition of a giant. Like I just don't understand how you leave the guy out. As Jesse said, two Super Bowl MVPs. There's only been four other people to do that, including Tom Brady, who he beat twice, 2-0 in the Super Bowls against Tom Brady. Like how is that not enough to get you in? Like that's just all I gotta say. Like it's just it's unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah. 57,023 passing yards, 366 touchdowns, 244 interceptions. Obviously, towards the end, you could say he fell off a little bit, but I mean, I think, I mean, I hate to be cringy here, but just like the aura that he had against the Patriots, like, I mean, he played with some bad Giants teams towards the end of his tenure, but just crazy news. I
No
mean,
one
Yeah,
struck
I
more
think
fear into all of New England than Eli Manning come
yeah,
Super Bowl time. Like it's the truth. I also saw that he's top 16 in all time like fourth quarter comebacks. Like the man was clutch. Like I just like he delivered in the biggest moments, like that the throw to Manningham. Like I
best
mean, we've
throw I've
been
ever
seeing it.
seen.
We've been seeing it all over our timelines this week because like we won the Super Bowl like the Super Bowls have all happened this past week. You know what I'm saying? My point is like it just seems kind of like a slap in the face like to all Giants fans around. Like that was our guy. Like he's my favorite Giant of all time, which isn't like I'm sure he's everybody's favorite Giant of all time, but like he means so much to guys like especially our age. Like he was our entire childhood and like I feel for the guy. I know he'll be back and I know he'll eventually get in, but I feel like he deserves first ballot.
yeah.
I just don't understand the committee's. reasoning or why they even left other people out besides Eli too. Like take like Vinatieri for example. I think he's maybe one of the most legendary kickers of all time. Was also left off. Terrell Suggs, you can argue that he's a top five, top 10 linebacker.
Big
Marshall
name.
Yanda, yeah,
These are
Marshall
big.
Yanda, top guard. Kuechly, who I think won Defensive Rookie of the Year and then proceeded to win like six or seven straight All Pros, either first or second team, and he was also left off. I don't really understand where the committee's heading with this one. Maybe they're making it challenging to make it on first ballot. Maybe they're saving that for like, I don't know, like Drew Brees, like Tom Brady type players. And then like they think Eli's a second or third year kind of guy for the Hall of Fame. I don't really know. I don't really understand it, but yeah.
Interesting
I
stat here.
sorry.
Probably the biggest case against Eli Manning. Obviously, the no MVPs really hurts him. He was 117 and 117 in the regular season as a starter, so a 500 quarterback. Now, there are two modern Hall of Fame
Who cares?
quarterbacks
Like, yeah.
to have a losing record. Joe Namath was 62, 63, and 4. And
That's ridiculous that Namath made it and he didn't.
Sonny Jurgensen was 69, 71, and 7. Obviously, like I said, the last couple years with the Giants were horrific, where Manning was 9 and 26 in the final three seasons. So it's just tough. It's like like you said, Jesse, like those Super Bowl moments, the moments that make seasons and last for years. I feel like those, and also his all-time accolades, like he's almost top 10 in all of the important passing categories. Like longevity is important. I think that's probably what kept Luke Kuechly out. He retired early, but just like the moments, the way he changed the game of football to take down a Titan like Tom Brady, like that's the type of stuff that's Hall of Fame. And unfortunately, like the end of his career, because the Giants were so bad and are still bad, probably cost him this first ballot. So
Thank you, Jerry Reese. But anyways, like think about this. Like you go your entire like every NFL player's dream is to go hold up the Lombardi Trophy. Eli did it twice against the best team of all time. And like I just like everyone's career, like yeah, like I guess going to the Hall of Fame, that's awesome. But like, I bet you those guys that are in the Hall of Fame without rings are like still sad that they never actually won anything important in their life. So I
yeah,
don't know.
I mean, yeah.
This list is actually pretty insane. Like I'm looking at it right now, and like not to be like it's Adam Vinatieri didn't make it. Like that's shocking to me. Like. I mean, one of the best kickers of all time. Like, I mean, I don't know what their
Clutchest kicker for
policy on
sure.
kickers is, but like,
yeah.
my point is like Eli was just so clutch, man. Like, so clutch in big moments,
Clutch,
and
like
like,
playoff record, he was 8-4 in the playoffs, one of 13 quarterbacks with multiple Super Bowl victories. He had an 87.9 pass rating. This is all from sportingnews.com.
a three-time Super Bowl champion had Plaxico Burress not shot himself in the leg too. But
Yeah. 87.9 pass rating, 18 tutties, 9 picks in 12 postseason games. Like we talked about it with Daniel Jones, like not having that clutch factor. Eli Manning had the clutch. Like he wasn't like a regular season MVP dazzler, but when it mattered, the dude showed up and made big throws. The helmet catch, the Mario Manningham down the sideline catch. Like, I don't know. I mean, there's only so much to say. He'll probably make it in, but if you guys have any closing thoughts, kind of a
Yeah.
disorganized, kind of emotional explosion right now, but any closing thoughts?
Yeah, definitely tough for me. Like I'm trying to like gather everything together. Like I haven't been this mad in a very long time. I think it's I think what the Hall of Fame committee did this year is a little bit of a shame. I think not only Eli was snubbed, I think some other players were snubbed. I think congratulations to the four players that made it in. They did have legendary careers and I think do deserve to make it in. But I think this Hall of Fame class or like how the committee chose this year kind of tells you like where their mind's at, how they really don't prioritize, Super Bowls as much as they do regular season stats, which I don't know. I don't really agree with that, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Matt?
yeah, I completely agree with Jesse. If you're not going to reward the guys that, I mean, get it done when it matters most. Like, I don't know how you can possibly reward anybody else. Like. It's just a shame. I feel for Eli. I mean, like, Like he literally was like the heart and soul of this franchise for a decade and a half. Like I just, it hurts my soul. Like my soul is hurting for him. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure he's fine and he'll be back, but
The Manning
it's
brothers have like taken over the NFL, like the Manning cast and
Yeah.
everything. Like they're just
yeah.
likable
He's
dudes.
he's winning the kick of destiny too, by the way. No chance he loses that. He's winning that.
Yeah. All righty. Well,
Uh,
a little bit of emergency podcast here, a little bit of a raw emotional rant, but Eli Manning, thoughts and prayers up to you. You'll be in the Hall of Fame soon. Don't know what we're going to talk about next, but we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in.